I got my sew sampler in the mail. This is from the Fat Quarter Shop, and I absolutely love this subscription box. So it's a quilting inspired subscription box, and I think it's a really great box, especially for beginners. You'll get some fabric, you'll get a pattern to work on, you'll get a block of the month, and then some new notions to try out. This box is a great price. It's probably one of the best price boxes that I have signed up for. So let's dive in and take a look at what is in this month's box. So if you are new to my channel, I do a lot of unboxings. If you are into that, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I also do some tutorials on sewing and quilting, as well as some reviews of different notions and things like that that are used in quilting and sewing. So if you be creative. Ooh, okay, so I know I've mentioned it a lot, but I love bee things. Like, I love all things bees because my grandfather was a beekeeper. So I kind of get drawn to fabric that has bees on it or anything relating to that. Let's take a look. So this is the April 2022 box, and on the other side of the sleeve, there is usually a promo code, and this month it is for 25% off quilting notions. So that is nice. We have this little pamphlet here that tells us about everything in the box, and it gives us the pricing. That kind of lets you know if the box was worth what you paid for it. So this box is about $24.95, but then you're going to pay shipping and tax and all that. So just keep that in mind, but I have found that it has always been a good price. All right, so we have fabric and a pattern in our notion. So I'm going to open the book here. So the plaid fabric, we got 2 charm packs, and these are a value of $21.96. So right there, we almost have our price, right? So I'm going to take one of these out so that we can look at the fabrics a little better. So Riley Blake Designs Bee Plaids by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. So any Lori Holt and Riley Blake fabrics, I usually pretty much love them. You can see here kind of what the color scheme is. So I don't really see any bees on here, but I do like the colors. I think this would make a nice quilt. What do you think? I love the plaids. They look like they are actually cut pretty well so that they're all kind of, you know, straight and everything like that. It's really hard to get prints like that cut straight, but I think these are great. I like them. And so here is our pattern. So the pattern is Buzz, and I do see the bees more there. I like the mixture of the four patches and the bees. So this is valued at $9.98. And I do really love when it looks like the pattern uses the fabric or scent, because then you can kind of get an idea of how it will look and if it suits what you like. It looks like it's a wall hanging size. It finishes at 37.5 inches by 37.5 inches. All right, so I'm really excited because we have started a new quilt along, and we received block 1 of this quilt along, and it is Bliss Quilt Along from Fig Tree and Company for the Fat Quarter Shop. So I wonder, I feel like I should start. I have so much going on though, but I feel like it would be fun to actually complete one of these. I haven't yet, but this is valued at $4.98 for the pattern. And here on here, you can kind of see what the block looks like a little better. So a lot of half square triangles. Okay, so it says the Bliss quilt was designed by Joanna Figueroa as a celebration of shapes and colors that create happiness. Each block brings something new to the table, as does the fun quilt setting. Pick up your Bliss Quilt Kit and make some joy with every piece and seam. Okay, so now let's take a look at all of the notions we got. Water soluble marker blue. So it says this notion will keep your fabric blues away. The blue water soluble marker by Clover marks easily and washes away even easier with a bit of water. No more worries about staining or ruining fabric. There's nothing but blue skies ahead with this helpful tool. So this is valued at $5.50. Test marker on the fabric before use. So it's pretty fine. I hate the really chunky marking pins because it kind of throws off where your line is if you're trying to be very precise. So this is nice. I will likely give that a try. And then we got a Bucklebee pin pendant. So this is valued at $9. Says, finally a sewing notion that will keep up with your busy bee lifestyle. This beautiful Bucklebee pin pendant is more than a pretty pendant. It doubles as a petite pin cushion. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Park a few pins or sewing needles in it as you sew on the go. The eye-catching color and design will attract compliments like bees to a flower. Oh, I see. So there's a little pin cushion inside of it. That's cute. Let me see. So you would just, if you did do that, I would say be careful that you don't push it all the way through or in a wrong direction where it pokes you somewhere. But I think the idea is interesting. I think it's really cute. I don't know if it's something I would use with pins or for pins, but it's something I could see myself probably wearing just because it's really cute. And then the other notion is some embroidery needles. So these are a size 9. They are valued at $2.35, and it says we got 16 needles. I don't do a lot of embroidery, but I'm sure they will come in handy at some point for sure. All right, so here is everything that we got this month. We got 2 charm packs. We got a water soluble pin, a pendant, some sewing needles, and we got essentially 2 patterns because we got the block of the month, which is starting now at block 1, and then the Buzz Quilt pattern. I'm pretty happy with this month's box. I think there's a lot of nice items in here. Definitely good value. I would use the fabric. I don't know if I would do this quilt pattern, but I will keep it on hand just in case I change my mind at some point. It just doesn't speak to me, I guess. But overall, I do like this box. Let me know what you think of it in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye.